Well, hello. I'm looking a little sweaty. It's absolutely gorgeous out there. We've just been having this phenomenal weather. Okay, so for those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, my name is Maria and thank you for being here. For those who are subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing and I hope you've been enjoying the content of our videos. Today I'm going to make a chicken stir-fried rice. And why? Why not? I got leftover chicken from yesterday, so we don't want to waste it. And besides, Alan loves chicken stir-fried rice, and I do too. I've got everything I need to make it, so why not show you how? So come on and join me in the kitchen. Let's get busy. We're in the kitchen and I'm going to show you what I have for the ingredients. It's very simple. Leftover chicken that's going to be shredded. Could be chicken breast, thigh, wings, doesn't matter. As long as you get the meat off the bone, you can make a beautiful dish with that. So let me show you. So I've got a bucket full of leftover chicken from yesterday. We're going to need some rice. In this case, I'm using the Carolino rice. I'm going to give it a quick wash. We're going to use 1 cup. I need some olive oil, some ginger. I forgot to buy ginger yet again. Some soy sauce, some fish sauce, salt and pepper, some broccoli, onions, green, red, and yellow peppers, carrots, celery, and chicken stock. So for chicken stock, I have 1 cup ready to go in that pot. I've got my handy frying pan. That's the largest one I have, unfortunately, not large enough, and I don't have a wok. I'm okay with that. I don't make stir fries all the time, but maybe if a deal comes along with a wok, maybe I'll pick one up. But for now, I'm okay using my frying pan. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the vegetables and we'll get going. In case I forget to ask, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm going to mention the broccoli. It's frozen broccoli. All I do is I take about not quite 2 cups from frozen. I boil my kettle and I just fill it up and let it sit until I'm ready to cut them up into pieces and throw them into the stir fry. So I'm going to start with my vegetables, the celery, carrots, peppers. I'm not using the whole peppers. I'm going to use about 1/4 of the red, yellow, and green peppers. I will use they're medium-sized carrots. They're nothing huge. So I'll be peeling them and I'm going to cut them on an angle. The celery, same thing. I'm going to give them a quick wash and then I'm going to cut them into, bite size on an angle. Nothing chopped. I just want them nice and sliced. And then of course the onions will be in long, slice them up long and not chopped. And I'm only using 3 cloves of garlic. I might throw in a little bit more. I do love garlic, so you just throw in as much as you'd like. Salt and pepper, usually at the end, only because the soy sauce is very salty. The fish sauce, I'm going to use 1 teaspoon in this case. And because I don't have fresh ginger, I will be using the powdered ginger. And nothing wrong with using the powdered ginger. I'm going to throw in probably 2 teaspoons of that because I really want that flavor to come through. I'm going to grab my 1 cup of rice and I'm going to run it through cold water just to get a little more of the starch out. Only takes seconds. My water is ready for the my stock. 1 cup of chicken stock. It's ready to go. Wash our rice. Wash it until the water runs clear. You can, totally up to you. If you want your rice to be really sticky, then don't wash it, but it all depends on what you're making. I'm going to go ahead and throw my rice into the boiling chicken stock. Just give this a quick stir. Don't add any salt. The cube already has the salt, the chicken cube. And we're just going to slowly keep an eye, or slowly stir and keep an eye on that. I've got it on high heat, but then I'll reduce it once it starts to boil. Okay. Maybe I'll just turn it down a little bit. All right, now I'm going to shred the chicken, cut it all up into pieces. That will take me a few minutes. So I've got the rice just about cooked, so I've just covered it up and it's on simmer. In about 5 minutes, I'll take it off or turn off the burner. My broccoli is ready to be chopped up. And I've got probably about, I'm going to say 3 cups of shredded chicken. And you'll notice I've got a coating on this chicken. That's fine. It's still delicious and it's going to be stir fried. So now I'm going to go ahead and prepare the vegetables. All right, so that didn't take me 10 minutes to cut all that up. I actually only used 2 carrots, and you see how I prefer them cut this way, so it's on an angle. Same thing with the celery. We've got the onions slivered, the red pepper, the green pepper, and the yellow pepper, my broccoli, celery, and the carrots. So everything's ready to go. I've got my chicken all chopped up, the garlic that I have on the chopping block here. That will be, I'm not going to press it, I'm going to smash it with my knife and then chop it real fine. But that will go into our stir fry at the very end because I'd like to have bits and pieces of that delicious garlic flavor. All right, so we're ready to go. My rice is all cooked. So we're going to start off with the frying pan, and we're going to get our vegetables all done. Put that on high heat. To that, we'll add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And always, my favorite, as they say in Portugal, manteiga, butter. I'm going to add 1 big tablespoon of butter. Probably should be wearing an apron at this point in time, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and throw in start off with the carrots, onions, celery, heat. Once again, pot's too small. I'm going to have to shop for a larger pot or a wok. Gotta stop fooling myself. I need a bigger frying pan and a wok. So it's on high heat. We're just going to keep stirring this. Get it all coated. Don't be covering it or anything, just leave it as is. The whole idea behind a stir fry, everything, if you've not watched any of the Oriental cooking shows, everything they cook is high heat and it's quick fry. You still want to maintain a bit of crunch in your vegetables. Doesn't that look beautiful? All those beautiful colors? Look at that. Yummy, baby. Starting to smell like something super delicious. Okay, so that's going to continue. I'm going to grab another frying pan. I'm going to start frying my rice. 1 tablespoon only of olive oil for the rice. All you need. You can use peanut oil. I cook mostly with olive oil. That's what I prefer. Quick fry the rice. You know, I forgot to put on my ingredient list, which is part of this dish, are 2 eggs, which we'll add after. I mix it up and then basically it's scrambled and it gets thrown into the rice. All right, cooking away nice and evenly. We don't want to burn or brown the vegetables too much. Now, because I had the rice cooked in the chicken broth, it has some salt to it already. We don't want to overdo it with the soy sauce. I can eat that rice just plain like that. It's nice. The vegetables are starting to soften. Grab another pan, put it on high. I'll put a tablespoon of butter in that one. A generous tablespoon. All right, I'm liking the way this is looking now. We're gonna throw the chicken into our butter frying pan. I'm gonna use a fork. Now, really all I'm doing here is going to lightly fry the chicken just a little bit, just so that it's warmed up. Everything's combined, everything's nice and hot. Okay, don't add any seasonings to that. There's gonna be plenty of stir fry here for 4 people at minimum. And you know what? Al and I we're big eaters, but I have a feeling we might just have leftovers because there's a lot of food here. But that's okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just turn off the vegetable because I like the way it looks. It's starting to brown and I don't want it completely brown. So I'm just going to put that aside. We're going to mix the 2 eggs. We're going to crack the eggs. Stir it. Keep stirring it. We don't want it burning. Just stir. As I said before, just give it a heat it up. I'm going to just turn that down just a little. Crack the 2 eggs. Oops. 1, 2. Make sure there's no shells in there. Whisk. Mix, whisk. With the whole center of your frying pan, and turn up the flame again. Throw that in there and it will cook. Don't do anything to it yet. All right, let me just try the chicken, make sure it's hot enough. Yummy. With the stir fry, I'm going to add a teaspoon of powdered ginger. What are we going to do? We're just going to stir that I hope you can see that. Just keep stirring until it's like a scrambled egg, and then slowly bring the rice to the middle. Just keep doing that until it's all mixed well. I still have the flame on. I've got it on high, just a little high, probably a medium. Just keep doing that. The dry rice is what you want to see. That's how Alan loves his chicken stir fry rice, nice and dry. Okay, so you can see the egg bits, which is good. Turn that down to low. Let's add our chicken. Do the very best you can so that it doesn't spill. So you've got all the chicken mixed with the rice and the egg. Just like that. Nothing to it really. I'm sure Alan could smell this from the outside. Even though I don't have the vent on right now, but I know he could smell it. I know him, he'll be up here shortly. So I've put the ginger on that already. I haven't added any salt or pepper at this point. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of fish sauce. I love this stuff. It gives it that umami flavor that we all crave for. I would put more, but Alan, I mean, you really don't taste the fish. But I know Alan, he's not a seafood eater, and he wouldn't be too happy if I put too much of that in there. Now with the rice, we're gonna add our soy sauce. We're gonna add about a quarter cup. You just wanna stir it up as best as you can. And there's our chicken stir-fried rice and our vegetables. We have one last step for the vegetables. I'll show you how. I just want to make sure that the rice is all combined. We've been having the most wonderful weather for the last week. A couple weeks ago I was complaining about the on and off rain, because typically it doesn't rain like that in this time of the year, or back in March. But April's been a stellar month so far. We've had basically beach weather every day, which is what I'm used to when I come and stay here in Madeira. So it's nice to see that. Okay, I'm gonna take my fork, give this a try. Don't forget to grab some chicken. I love that. Yummy, baby, it's so good. Now, you could add some more soy sauces if you want, but I'm not going to. Only because Alan likes it dry like this. So this is where I'll end it. And then you can add more to your individual plate if you want it a bit more salty from the soy. Okay, so we're gonna put that aside. We're gonna bring our vegetables back here. I'm going to try that as well for seasoning. And last thing I'm going to do here is chop up my garlic and throw in the fresh garlic. There's our chicken stir-fried rice with the egg. And there's our vegetables stir-fried. I'm going to go ahead and get my garlic prepared. So I'm not pressing it, I'm just going to smash my garlic. Chop it as fine as I can, and that's how I like it. That's how you maintain that fresh garlic taste, because if you put the garlic in too soon in the beginning of the stir fry, it's not going to be as flavorful, and you can chop it even finer than that if you want. Yeah, I could add the pressed garlic, but I like it this way. I like to have those little bits. I don't know if I ever mentioned this in any of the videos, but cooking with garlic here in Madeira, it's amazing, because you can cook with it, handle the garlic, chop it, you know, do whatever you want with the garlic, but your hands will never stink. Like, it doesn't stink like your usual garlic would be smelling on your fingers for like days and days and days. But not this garlic, and it's wonderful. I really enjoy garlic, so it doesn't bother me, but I know some people avoid it altogether because of it lingering for so long. Not the case with Madeira garlic. Don't ask me why, don't know the reason. It is what it is. And I guess that's a good thing. So that's 3 cloves of garlic. Let's try this. It smells nice. I'll get a little bit of everything. Right. That's nice. I'm gonna turn that off now. The vegetables are still a slight crunch to them. It's done perfectly. That's nice. If you want to add some soy sauce to the vegetables, go right ahead, but I'm not going to. I like it this way, and what we do is I just throw in the rice now, and we mix everything together. Now the challenge here will be my frying pan, because it is small, but I'm going to be very careful, and I'll be plating shortly so you can see. My apologies for that last bit of video that unfortunately did not make it. I don't really have an excuse. My camera just stopped working, probably because it was low on battery to begin with, Maria. Anyhow, thank you so much for sticking around and watching the video, and I do appreciate it. And remember, next time you have some extra protein left over, why don't you make a quick stir fry, whether it's fish, chicken, beef, or pork. It all works. It all will taste delicious, I promise you. Thanks for watching.